Hey, welcome to CIS Literature. This is weird. I'm the first to admit that as I sit alone in my classroom and am trying to put everything online. It's really weird, and I don't think there's any other way to put it. I'm sorry that this stuff is happening, especially to you guys at this point. It's tough being a senior right now. So I'm with you on that. So I'm sorry about that, and hopefully things will be back to normal soon. In the meantime, I'm going to do everything that I can to ensure a successful and positive and course that will hopefully get you 4 college credits and save you some money and hopefully improve your writing skills and reading skills as well. So in this course, usually we read 6 books and write 5 essays. As of now, I think we're leaning towards reading 5 books and doing 4 or 5 essays. I will let you know as we get into the term a little bit. It kind of depends on whether we are on campus here at school or whether you are doing all of this remotely, or you know, there's so many variables that we just don't know about yet. And until we do, we're going to be kind of winging it a little bit. So it's really easy to get in contact with me. I will be checking my email regularly. My phone number here at school, which I don't check regularly, but you could get in touch with me that way, is 651-748-6109, and that is on my syllabus as I take a look at it over here. So what we're going to be doing, as with other courses, you're going to kind of get out of this what you put into it. You know, I'm not going to be there to be checking in with you and seeing how closely you are doing the reading or if you are doing the reading. If you don't do the reading, the course is not going to go well for you, right? And on one level, things are easier a little bit. You're going to have all of my lectures and kind of going over, you know, the things we talk about and the activities I'm going to have you do. I'm not going to have you do all of the in-class activities, but I'm going to have you do some of each day, and then watch the video after that. Again, I can't verify that you're doing that, but you know, you will be in college soon, right? And this is one last good opportunity to make some improvement in your writing. You may rewrite all of these essays. The trick with this is time, right? So in Advanced U.S. Lit, you could rewrite all your papers, but you only did 3 writing assignments, and you read 4 books. And here, because we lost the first couple of weeks, 4 or 5 books and then 4 or 5 essays. So we're going to be moving. So in terms of the rewrites, the trick there will be just finding the time to do it. Though, if we happen to not be on campus, you may have more time or less. I don't know. So 1 week from today, which is Monday, April 6th. Let me check on that to be sure, but Monday, April 6th, your notes on ceremony are going to be due on turn day. Now, with that, I gave you the syllabus before we left, and I'm also going to have it on my Schoology page if you need to refer back to it. So the notes, basically, we took notes on the books you read in advance last year, and I'm going to make it an assignment this time. I just want, ideally, to see 2 things from this. First, I want to see you cover the whole book, right? So if you do a whole bunch of notes for the first third of the book and then the last 2/3 there's very little, your grade will go down for that. So I want to see that you've read the book. So on one level, it's a book check if you do the reading. But in terms of the form in which you lay these notes out, that's kind of up to you. Ideally, I would like this to be a useful activity and not just busy work for points. And so this is further good practice for gathering evidence as you go. And I would also always have your notes out as you're doing the study review questions and watching the lectures. I would be taking notes and taking as much as you can for essays for that. So on Monday, April 6th, your notes are going to be due. And then for the next 2 weeks, I'm going to have activities 4 days a week, so 4 activities per week for you. Friday is a work day. And we'll be spending, 8 class periods or 2 weeks discussing ceremony. And at that point, so on Monday, April 6th, you'll start reading Heart of Darkness at home. As we get towards the end of the week, I'll talk about Heart of Darkness a little bit more. Just to put this out there, I do put the 2 hardest books first. Ceremony and Heart of Darkness are definitely the 2 hardest books we read all time. And I put those in the beginning because students' energy tends to be the highest at that point. The first couple times I taught it, I kind of ramped up to the harder books, and then by the time we got to the end, students were burnt out, and the hard books didn't go very well. So, if you're struggling a little bit, that's okay. These are challenging books, and this is a college course. Feel free to use online summaries if they have any to aid you in your understanding. You do need to read the book, especially now that you at least have some time. And I realize everyone has their own individual circumstances, and some people need to work, and some people will be taking care of younger siblings full time. And so it's going to be a challenge in a lot of ways. And in one level, this is kind of good practice for college as now, and then you will have a lot more say in kind of determining your schedule and when you're going to get your stuff done. So even before we get into the syllabus, I want to just talk about one quick thing that I would recommend doing is laying out a calendar, right? And so if I was doing this, what I would do is I would start by laying out as many, 4 or 5 weeks out as I could. And, I don't know what work is going to be open, if work is even going to be an option going forward, but if it is, put down your work schedule every day that you know, right? Looking on your Schoology page, I would lay out all of your due dates for tests and papers. You can really kind of get a good sense, I think, because teachers are trying to get everything online for you, and really lay those things out. And then, personal obligations and events are going to be lessened, I think, over the coming months. But if you have fun stuff you're going to go do or go out and you're not going to be around for a weekend, say you're going camping with your friends or camping with your family for the weekend, and you're not going to be around to work on the paper, then it's going to be on you to kind of do some extra work in the days leading up to that, so that you're not emailing me on Sunday night saying, "I'm sorry, I didn't have time to get my paper done." So try to lay out your time and plan out your schedule so that you make sure you get stuff done. And I would also recommend I would really recommend doing this in college next year. I think one of the more challenging parts of freshman year of college is that you're going to be very well suited to the academics of the college. It's just, can you have the diligence to sit down and do your work every day, right? You're not going to have anyone telling you to study. You're not going to have parents or guardians checking in. Some of you might, but a lot of you won't. Your professors won't be doing that. There won't be a student portal to check, and it's going to be up to you to sit down and do your work. And there'll be lots of people who want to do lots of fun things that do not involve studying, right? And they would like nothing more than for you to come do those fun things with them. And you can do that stuff for a while. You're not going to have nightly assignments, but every couple of weeks you're going to have things due, and if you haven't been doing the smaller work leading up to that, you won't be able to do the bigger assignments. So, to talk very briefly, over the next couple of days, we're going to read through, and I know this is a nightmare, but I need to read through the syllabus to you, and so I'm going to kind of break that up into chunks. I won't make it through too much of this each day. But I'll read through some of this now. If as I'm going, or during the day today before tomorrow, I'm going to kind of continue this tomorrow and do a couple other introductory things each day this week. Feel free to shoot me an email. My email is on the syllabus, as is my phone number, as I mentioned. So, just quick last couple things. Next Monday, your notes on ceremony are due, and then you will start reading Heart of Darkness, and that is April 6th. So that is due on Turned In, and the turnedin.com information is also on your syllabus. So if you could open up your syllabus, I'll go through this for a little bit, and then I will be done. So at the beginning, in this course, you will, this is the way it used to be, read 6 novels and write 5 analytical essays, just of the type that you wrote in Advanced U.S. Lit. So first entry, initial response, and I talked through that, right? So for this, basically, you're just taking notes, right? And I want to see that you're doing the reading and that you, ideally, this is a useful thing for you. I'm attaching a strong initial response from last term. So I gave an example of what a former student did with the notes. So you can see the example here. This is one of the essay topics. And they went through and pulled quotes, and then they did a little bit of kind of thinking about what they might say about them or what they're wondering about these things and ways they might use them going forward. Again, you don't necessarily need to do this, but this is an example, I think, of something that's useful. Another idea that you could do as you're taking notes for your initial response is kind of label them, right? So if it's, descriptions of Tyler, the main character, you put a T, this is high-tech stuff, put a T in front of it, right? Or if it's about, if there's maybe a couple essay topics you're interested in writing about, like if we look at that list and say, you think maybe in what sense is the novel ceremony for the reader and animals, right? So as you go through this, anything, quote, or a description that might relate to this being ceremonial, working in ceremonial ways, you could put a C in front of, and obviously descriptions of animals you could put in there. It could allow you to take notes on a couple different things, and also then make it more quick to go through and kind of look at the evidence you've got once you get there.
It's not polished. This could be in a list form or multiple unconnected paragraphs. You can take notes on quotations. You can kind of do this however you want, as long as you cover the whole book and I say that you read. And ideally, it's useful for you. If you do this correctly, this information should serve as notes that you can use when you're writing your essays about the text. These will be due after we've discussed the text in class. I'm attaching a journal essay that you may choose to write about. Your first essay on ceremony, the notes are due April 6th. Spend 2 weeks talking about ceremony, and your first essay on ceremony is due on Monday, April 20th. It would be wise to look this over before you read because it will give you things to take notes on. So I would take each book. I'll give you a list of essay topics. You could come up with your own if you want to. If you want to do that, I'd recommend running it by me just to make sure that you're on the right path and you're not, wandering down a weird road you don't want to. Anyway, so it needs to be at least 500 words. And with the first one, I'll be pretty lenient with the first one, and I will give you feedback if you're not giving me what I want you to give me. So here are the essay topics for ceremony. I'll just let you peruse those at your own leisure. And here's an example of the notes. Syllabus minimum requirements. We'll just do another 2 minutes of this, and then I'll be done. Intro to Lit is a University of Minnesota course traditionally taken by fresh people. In this course, the literature is multicultural. The writing is mainly informal, and this is where I deviate from what the U wants. What the U wants with this informal writing is they want three-page responses per week, where you explore your feelings and thoughts about things. I do not want that, and so what I have you do is you do 500 words at least of notes on the book, occasionally a reflective piece, but mostly one formal essay per book like you would turn in a college course. Generally these run, most students I think write in the 4, 5, 6 page area, sometimes more than that, sometimes a little bit less, but I'd say that's kind of a good rule of thumb. As a college course, the books, plays, and poetry we read may contain mature themes and images. We will read, discuss words, images, and ideas that are much different than those normally encountered in high school literature. We will entertain ideas, perspectives, and experiences different from, and perhaps opposed to your own. Expect to encounter more mature content that is typically found in high school literature courses. This is both a good thing and not. I think overall, you'll get to read better books at college than you do in high school. Human life contains things sometimes of mature content, right? And mature issues, and sometimes these are real issues that people deal with. And I think, in a college course, the professor has more freedom to put more mature content in because you're a more mature person. So, I didn't put anything too shocking, don't worry. In this course, we will read, and this has been modified, through a combination of in-class discussion and out-of-class journal writing, we will investigate these works critically. We will not only consider how these texts operate as works of art, but the commentary they may be providing on the world in which we live. You will solely be responsible for reading and understanding the text on a literal level, plot, characters, etc. on your own time. In class, we will be examining the text much more closely and applying literary theory to the work. An emphasis will be placed on creative and independent thinking. Students will receive college credit upon completion of the course. Okay, I'm done. So, you should go keep reading ceremony. If you're done with ceremony, then you should be going and working on one of your other courses. So, 1 week from today, no ceremony due. Bye.